Hello everyone, Dervla here, and you're all welcome to this morning's live stream. And this is the second episode, I'm going to call it episode, of my Mind Yourself, Mind Your Business live streams, where I'm coming to you live every Tuesday morning from the west of Ireland to help you to really start becoming more aware and to build simple, daily, effective habits and behaviours that are going to support you and help you to mind yourself, to mind your business, because you are the most important person in your business, and it's essential that you mind your energy and you really start to become more aware of how committed you are to looking after yourself as well. So this morning I'm just going to talk about starting the day the happy way. I'm going to share stuff. It's not original. I'm sure you've heard what I'm going to talk about before, but I'm sharing it in my way. And this is something that I do, and when I do it consistently, I really reap the rewards. If I fall off track, which is, you know, it happens, we're human. I'm not standing here telling you that I'm perfect and that every single aspect of my life is sorted 100%. I'm still a work in progress. We always are. But when I follow these little rituals that I'm going to talk about this morning, I definitely notice a difference in my day. So the first thing I would say to you is give yourself time out to watch this live stream. You know, put off the phone, because we can have so many distractions from the phones coming in, and turn off any windows that may be a distraction for you, and just give yourself the time to sit back and relax and watch this live stream. Whatever time of day, night, evening you are, wherever in the world you're watching it, you're all very welcome. And I really would like you to give me a thumbs up, a like, a share, and just share this message with your friends who you feel will benefit from this. So the first thing that I recommend and that I endeavour to do most mornings is when I wake up in the morning, I give gratitude for another day, for my breath, for my body. As I lie in the bed, okay, even though I might wake up and feel tired, what I'm endeavouring to do, and Louise Hay has spoken about this in depth in her teachings, is to really give gratitude. Give gratitude for your breath. Give gratitude that you are alive for another day. Give gratitude for your body. You can do this very quickly. This doesn't have to be you can spend as little or as much time as you like on this. You can just scan your body from your toes right up to your head and just notice how you're feeling, and just stretch your body gently in the bed. You can give thanks for the partner lying beside you. You can give thanks for whatever comes into your mind. So the first thing is gratitude, and then it's like just stretch. I try and just stretch my body very gently. Again, this is something that I haven't been doing a lot of lately, but that I'm getting back into, and it's just simply stretching your body out, stretching your arms. You can pull up your knees to your tummy, doing something that before you even get out of bed. So then it's about, again, you can choose to do all of these or even one of these. And I would love to hear from you. Do you have a morning routine in place that really supports you to set up your day? And my invitation to you is to keep your phone out of your bedroom. You can have another alarm clock if you need an alarm clock. I don't have my phone in the bedroom at all, especially if you're a highly sensitive, empathic being. We want our bedrooms to be calm, to be decluttered preferably, and not to have that electrical interference in our rooms. So my suggestion is keep the phone out of your room and try and do these little things before you start looking at your phone at all, because what happens is if we start looking at our phone first thing in the morning, it's like we're sucked into this vortex of energy. We go down the rabbit hole and we can be easily distracted, and we find we're going into doing things, and then you might find that your energy getting stressed out before you start the day at all, before you have your breakfast. So my invitation for you is to leave your phone out of the bedroom. So I see somebody join me live. If you can just give me a thumbs up, let me know who you are. If I can't see the comments on this phone, I'll come back to you at the end of the live stream and I'll reply to your comments. So we've talked about gratitude. We talked about doing a little bit of stretching. Again, these don't have to take long. The next thing then, what I do is get up and get a cup of hot water and I put doTERRA lemon drops in it. You can use ordinary lemons, but I will say to you, if you're drinking hot water and lemon, just be sure to rinse your mouth out afterwards because it can corrode the enamel of your teeth. Just a simple tip. Again, what I'm talking about is not rocket science, but there are simple tips to support you. So I have my hot water and lemon to alkalize my body and to detoxify my body, because everything is energy, and I've been on a big journey of learning how to really mind my physical body, and I'll be incorporating simple things as to what has supported me throughout these live sessions. Okay. So my recommendation for you, I'm not forcing anybody to do anything, but if you can try to start your day without checking your phone first thing, and notice how your energy changes. There may be some withdrawal symptoms. I intend to do a little bit of tapping at the end of what I'm talking about here, and the phone can be a huge issue for us because it is an addiction. It can be so addictive. So I recommend that you can start tomorrow morning. You can set your alarm, but you can set your alarm and leave it away from your bedroom, or leave it outside the door, and just try and do some of what I've talked about before you start your day. You can rewind the live stream here. So then what I try to do is, and I did it this morning, and this is something that I have found that really, really supports me. Again, you can do this in the morning, you can do this at any time of the day, but I'm just telling you what I find that really supports me. And it's journaling. And it's freestyle journaling. It's uncensored journaling. And I have found this, together with all the other techniques that I use, to be a very simple, powerful support for me. And I'll tell you why. Because when we wake up in the morning, the brain may naturally default into negative worry and fear and the list of, I have to do this and I have to do that. And we go into a state of stress pretty quickly. That can be the case. And that certainly is what I have experienced up until the last few years. And journaling just brain dumps. Just write whatever way you're feeling. You can write, you don't censor it. I'm feeling like crap. I don't feel like getting out of the bed. I don't want to do any work, or bringing your gratitude into that journal. And what I find, it has really helped me. It has inspired me. It has given me ideas. It has given me inspiration. It has allowed me to release crap energy that has been stuck in my body, that was keeping me stuck. And particularly when I was making the decision to move from my permanent pensionable job into setting up my business, journaling was a huge support for me. It gave me guidelines as to when to hand in my resignation, what time to hand in my resignation, and I did it. And I'm here almost 2 years later, with no regrets. The journey, I'm not saying has been all easy peasy or sunshine and roses, but I have absolutely no regrets. So journaling has been instrumental in helping me to clear away the clutter, the mind clutter, and to step into a more empowering space for me. So again, you can spend 5 minutes, you can spend 20 minutes, you can spend an hour. It really depends. At this point, I'm not somebody who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd love to tell you I am, but the reality is I'm not. I'm still finding my morning rhythm, but this is what I intend and try to stick to as much as I can, and I do notice it makes a big difference in my mood. And particularly if you're somebody who's empathic and you're sensitive to energy, I highly recommend that you leave the phone until you at least have 1 or 2 of these practices done. And you can start with 1. You don't have to do all of what I talk about. Take 1 step, take 1 baby step, build on it, build a muscle, and commit to looking after you and to really minding yourself, because you will notice a difference in your business. Okay, I just want to have a few notes so that I don't forget. The next thing, if you can move your body. Now, again, I'm not somebody who's into exercising in the morning. There are many successful people who are in the gym or they're out there doing, big bursts of sessions in the morning. I haven't got to that point yet, but I am endeavouring to move my body. I do a simple fun grounding exercise. I ground myself. Again, it can be simple. It can take 2 minutes to ground yourself. You can watch some of my replays of meditations, grounding meditations. That's on my YouTube channel. They're there. I did the white light meditation last week for the Mind Yourself, Mind Your Business, so you can take a look at that. and I'll be teaching you more simple ways that you can do that. Moving your body can be as simple as, even if you're walking up the hall, moving, just dancing, just getting the body moving, because energy needs to move. We want energy to move. Your body will thank you for it. I danced every single day last week, and I can tell you something, I really am feeling the benefits of it in my energy. So simple movement, simple movement. Okay, I'll be covering that as well in different live streams about investing in stuff and not committing to them. Okay, so then it's, what do we eat? What fuel are we putting into our bodies? And you know, it's funny, the guidance that I've been getting lately, and I resisted doing it even this morning, it's like, show people what you eat. And I'm like, what? I'm not big into taking photographs of food. I know some people love it, but I tend to just like to have my food and enjoy it. But I'm getting whispers of guidance, so I'm going to have to start listening to it, because obviously there's something in it. This morning I had gluten-free porridge. I'm endeavouring to stay away from wheat because it does not suit me. Now, I am not a nutritionist, and I'm not here to advise anybody to eat any particular food or to do any particular exercise. I'm just giving you ideas, just to put little thoughts of inspiration into your mind as to maybe what you can do. And I'll do a little bit of energy work at the end of this that may support you. So this morning I had gluten-free porridge because I'm staying away from the wheat and the gluten. Absolutely lovely. And I've added flax seeds, I added chia seeds, I added nuts, I added blueberries, dried cranberries and dried goji berries. So that was my porridge. That was all of my porridge. So that will sustain me for a considerable length of time. So it's, what are you feeding your body? You know, are you giving it a quick fix with something that's filled with sugar? And trust me, I was addicted to sugar. I was addicted to chocolate. I used to eat it for breakfast, dinner and tea. And of course, you know, I might not have put up a huge amount of weight, but my internal organs were not happy or not healthy, and I paid the price for doing that. So healthy eating is hugely important. Am I telling you that I eat 100% healthy all of the time? No, I like a piece of chocolate, I like a treat, I like a bit of cheesecake, whatever, but it's in moderation for me. It has to be in moderation for me, because my body will really tell me loud and clear when I go off track. So just notice how you feel after you eat your breakfast. Do you feel energized? Does it raise your energy? Or do you feel tired? If I eat wheat, what's really happening to me, 2 weeks ago, I really had a blessing in disguise. I ate wheat, and honest to God, within, I would say 30 seconds, I wanted to keel over. I was so tired. I was depleted energetically for over a week, and my intestines showed me clearly, Dervla, avoid wheat. So I'm listening, and I'm taking action, and I'm committing. And I'll talk about commitment again. It's something that I'm going to focus on in my Empowering Business Success group later on in the week as well. So minding yourself does take commitment. Minding yourself might seem like an extra chore. Minding yourself might seem like work. But trust me, I've been on this journey of not minding myself for years. I used to get out of bed. I used to get up, shower quickly, eat something that wasn't really filling my body up with energy, and out the door. And you know what? I used to feel anxious. I used to feel stressed. I don't like a lot of noise around me in the mornings. I was in an environment with a lot of people, and I was not grounded, and I was not happy. And it took me a considerable length of time to actually wake up to what I was doing to myself. One size does not fit all. I'm asking you, inviting you to take what I'm talking about and just see what's ringing a little bell, what resonates with you, and then take action and commit to doing that. So that's as much as I'm going to talk about for today, because I don't want to overload. If you would like me to elaborate on any of what I've talked about, you can comment below, and I can do that on my next live stream. So what I'm just asking you to do is just, become more mindful of how you are looking after yourself. You are the most important person in your life. However, historically, Men and women, we've been taught that we need to push, to drive, to be busy, to be busy, to be busy in order to be successful. Well, I'm learning that actually for me, it's quite the opposite. I find that if I go into the pushing mode, it sucks the energy out of me. I'm not happy. The joy of moving forward in my business goes. And then what do? I retreat and I actually stop and procrastinate and I sabotage myself. So this is about noticing the patterns that are coming up for us. Maybe journaling, noticing as you're going throughout the day, noticing when you start your day, how does your day go? So you can set your intention very clearly. I expect miracles today. Gabby Bernstein talks about this. Or I choose to have fun today. Simple affirmations. Catch yourself, because this monkey mind is so tricky. So tricky. It takes time to tame it. It takes time to quieten that inner critic down. And again, I can't cover everything in one fell swoop. I don't want to overwhelm you in one live stream. But all of this are topics that I'll be covering over the next number of weeks on this Mind Yourself, Mind Your Business live stream at 11 o'clock Irish UK time on Tuesdays. So let me just see, before I just do a little bit of tapping now before, I'll just keep an eye on the time as well, so you can watch this replays. Okay, yeah, brilliant. So anybody watching the replay, I say with somebody else joining me live, again, comment, let me know, do you have your morning routine sussed? Maybe you can give ideas to me and to everybody else watching as well, because we're here to support each other. It's one size does not fit all, and you may find that your morning routine varies from times to times. What might work, a week ago, you may need to tweak. For me, over the last week, it definitely has been moving, just moving the grounding, moving the body, doing simple breath work. Again, I'm not talking about taking an hour, I'm talking about 2 or 3 minutes. And it does energize you. Trust me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a little bit of tapping on resistance to minding yourself in the morning.